Hello, my name is Mary Montaro Otero, and today I will be presenting to you this interview with my friend Ricardo of the career of being a chef. And so, Ricardo, where do you work
Yes.
like right now?
All right. Well, currently I run my own catering company, so I'm self-employed. Employed, I should say. So I make my own hours. I work when I want to work. Do what I want to do when I want to do it. That's the beauty of working for yourself.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. What is your short length goal? If you have any?
Um, Short-term girl is just keep doing what I'm doing. I just started doing some cooking classes. I just started doing some cooking classes. Um, where I'm teaching adults, kids, anybody who's willing to learn how to cook. So a short-term goal for me right now is to get my cooking class more intact.
Oh, that's very good. And and that's basically another job for you, so that's great.
That's it. That's the way to do it. You gotta keep busy. The more
Yeah,
you stay busy, the more you stay busy is the younger you feel. All right.
yeah. So, do you have any long-term goals and what are they?
All right. Well, long-term goals is similar to my short-term goals. And I just want to be in my own space.
Okay.
Um, on my own restaurant. Um, my own kitchen, just doing what I want to do, not when somebody want me to do it, or you know, I might want to stay open till midnight, but because I'm renting somewhere out, that plaza or that building only close at 11 or 10 o'clock. So I just like the freedom to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't really like people micromanaging me. This is why I became a chef, executive chef. So I give the rules and boss everybody around. Nobody bosses me around.
Yeah.
So
So,
long
what are the benefits of being a chef like you?
the benefits is being a chef, everybody
Yeah.
likes you. You get a lot of friends even when you don't want them. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how you want to take that. But one of the benefits is being a chef. I just know a lot of people. You know, I work with kids. I get to do a lot of stuff that maybe I wouldn't do. I wouldn't be able to do if I wasn't a chef. People like to
Yeah.
eat. Everyone likes to eat.
Yeah.
Um, Being a chef, the benefits, I get to travel a lot. Um, I get to meet different peoples. I do private chef too. So like I go to people homes and meet their family, do meal plan stuff like that. So I mean, being a chef just gives me a lot of opportunities. I meet people. I'm always going somewhere. I get to go to a lot of weddings. I'm not in it. I'm always working it, but um, baby showers, stuff like that. Just being a chef is always kind of happy, but it could be stressful at the same time. It depends if
Yeah.
if you don't have a good team or a good sous chef or a good management behind you or whoever's helping you, it could be a little challenging. But for the most part, all my benefits are good.
Yeah. That
I
sounds
don't have
very
any
interesting.
I don't have
So,
anything negative. I don't have anything negative at all.
all right. So, what disadvantages do you have because of this career, like in the university or in school or yeah?
Well, I went to culinary school. I went to CCSI. It's called Connecticut Culinary Institute. I went there. That was a 2 year. I was in that for. Um, I mean, that's really it. I mean, what else? I don't know. That's really it. I don't really. I don't know. I don't know. Ask me the question again. I feel like I messed that one up for you. Ask me the
What,
question again.
so, what was the easiest part of studying in the university?
The easiest part, there was
Yeah.
nothing. There was nothing easy about going to culinary school. First of
Whoa.
all, I had to get up way too early, and I was too young at that time. I was probably like 18 or something like that. I don't remember how old I was, but I was getting up at the crack of dawn. I was up. I had to be at school for 6 in the morning. and I'm eating fried chicken and rice and all sorts of stuff at 8 in the morning because we're cooking so much. So it wasn't easy for me because I'm not a morning person. As I began working in the kitchen and actually being in the actual live kitchen, I became a morning person. But when I was going to culinary school, it was rough. Not the work was hard. The work was easy because not necessarily easy, but it was probably 16 of us in a class, and we break up in groups. So we was always in groups, and the actual going to school and doing the classwork and the tests and stuff like that. That was easy for me because I wanted to be in culinary.
Yeah.
The only hard part was just waking up in the morning.
Okay, and so that was the hardest part, or do you have any any other?
Uh, that was the hardest part for me. I wanted to be in culinary school. I wanted to be in culinary, so learning it and taking the time to learn it wasn't a problem for me. That was just natural. It just came easy because
Yeah, yeah,
I
because you
saw
wanted.
I wanted it. Yeah, I saw the long term for me. I didn't see short term in the culinary field for me.
So, have you create any dish yourself?
Yes, I've created a lot of recipes over the years. Uh, a lot of recipes for the Max Restaurant Group. I was working for the Max Restaurant Group, which is a very big restaurant group here in New England. The owner name is Rich Rosenthal. He owns like 12, 13 restaurants right now. So that was yeah with the with the Max Group. That was yeah I was
Okay,
there.
and could you tell us one of them, how it's made, basically, like not a lot.
I give you something real simple. One of my best things I did at Max was the turkey burger. We just took ground turkey,
Yeah,
seasoned it with black pepper, Dijon mustard, onions, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Mix that up, form a patty, and that was it. And then we used goat cheese on top of it with roasted tomatoes and arugula, with like a lemon oil type of drizzle, and that was amazing.
that sounds very easy, but very good.
It's good. I got a lot more, but that was just something real simple and easy.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
it's okay.
legit, like four ingredients and put something amazing together.
So, what were your parents thought when you told him that you wanted to be a chef?
All right, well, my mom, it was actually my mom idea for me to go to culinary school because prior to me going to culinary school, I was just all over the place. I've always been in the kitchen, but I never actually took it serious to be a chef. And I was living out in DC, Washington DC, where I was working with Wings Over, and I was doing that for a while. I was a district manager, and I was high up in the chain, but it just got boring to me. And when I came back home to Connecticut, my mom was like, "What you gonna do now?" I was like, "I don't have no idea." And she was like, "Why don't you go to culinary school?" I was like, "Culinary school? I already know how to cook. What I need to go there for?" She's like, "Go there to get the paper credentials. You need it." So I went. So my mom was excited. My dad, it's whatever.
Okay, so do you have anything that you want to improve on your career, like in the future or now or
Yes, I would definitely like to get more into veganish food, more plant-based foods, and understanding that a little bit better in my career where I'm at in my life. I feel like I've done a lot, but I haven't really dipped into the plant-based and veganish type of stuff. So it's interesting to me because all my life I've been eating meat, and to hear
yeah,
somebody not eating meat and still look good and
yeah.
still being a function human, I think that's pretty interesting. So that gets my mind going. So I'm trying to open that gate right now.
Okay, so you mentioned that your goal was to have like your own restaurant in the future.
Yes, sir.
So, what type of food do you want to serve in that restaurant?
Well, my background, I'm Jamaican, so
Yeah.
it would be I don't want to do Jamaican food because Jamaican food is everywhere. You could go everywhere. It might
Yeah.
not be good, but it's everywhere. Just but I want to do more of fusion. Because
Okay.
I feel like I'm so versatile. Like I done worked in German restaurants, Italian restaurants, American restaurants, Spanish restaurants, Mexican. I done did so much different things, and I feel like with a lot of the island cultures, we're pretty much the same. Maybe just call something different, use a little different seasoning versus that, but
Yeah.
I like to incorporate all those cultures sometimes when I'm trying to cook something. It don't always work out that way because sometimes there's too much flavor for one thing or whatever the case is, but practice make perfect. But that's what it is.
All right. So I want to be a chef because I love cooking.
Okay.
I when I was a little bit younger, I love to eat like almost every type of plates or dishes because
Listen.
my dad has worked on restaurants, so he
Okay.
knows a lot of
A lot of okay.
international dishes. So specifically Asian. He loves Asian food.
Oh, I love Asian food.
So yeah, and I know a lot of dishes, and I am like I think like you. In the future, my goal is to have a restaurant, but to make a fusion, like
Hmm.
maybe Puerto Rican food with a little bit of American food,
American food.
Asian food. I love Jamaica's food, like a lot of things that Jamaica serves. Oh, I love it.
Love it. But it's the
So
same thing y'all serve too. I just call it
yeah,
different things. Over the
yeah,
years I've started to
exactly.
learn
Yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's what's up though. Well, that makes me excited that you are passionate about food. How old are you? Your mom said you were
I'm
16,
15.
15. So that makes me excited and and you already kind of got it in your background from your dad. You said that was your
Yeah,
dad, you said? Yeah,
yeah,
so bro, just keep on doing what you're doing. Don't give up on it, and one thing I can say about all right, so I give you a highlight. So one of the biggest highlight of my career is that I met Michael Jordan. I met Dennis Rodman. I met Jerry Jones. I met all these guys. When Michael Jordan got inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame out in Springfield, Mass, I was working with the Max Group at the Max Tavern, which is at the Basketball Hall of Fame. So anytime anything kind of goes on at the Hall of Fame, we kind of automatically get that catering gig because
yeah,
we
yeah,
were there, right? So long story short, when Michael Jordan was there, I got to meet him. I got some pictures and stuff like that. But that was the highlight of my career. So prior to me meeting him, I was kind of in a crossroad.
yeah.
Um, I didn't really know what I want. I still wanted to continue with the culinary. I wanted to do electrician. I'm also a certified electrician.
Okay.
And he liked my burger so much. It was something so simple. It was just a burger. And, he came over and said, thank you. And that right there kept me in the culinary field.
Yeah, you
Because
felt like, whoa, Michael
yeah,
Jordan,
Michael
whoa.
Jordan ate
Yeah,
my burger. You know what I mean, dude? So it was just like it was so for real. Like it was that was the best day of my life. And I don't know if you know Manute Bull. Manute Bull is probably
yeah,
before your time. You know Manute Bull, that tall
yeah.
guy. He died a couple years back. I also met him, and I hung out with him a couple times after
Whoa.
after the Basketball Hall of Fame. Comes to find out that he lived in West Hartford, where your mom went to school at.
Yeah,
Um, he lived in West Hartford, and like I said, I was working with a Max Group, and he'd always come to one of our restaurants, and I never knew he would come there because I'm always in the back. And when he
yeah,
found out that I was a chef there and everything, it was like me and him was friends. Like we knew each other for years, but it was just
yeah, yeah.
stuff, little stuff like that. Culinary gets you, you know what I mean? Just you never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
the
cook for.
thing of the traveling, that's very good because you could be on other countries and you could tell people like, you see, this is a typical dish in my country or something like that, and you can
Hmm.
introduce them to know more of your culture
Culture.
or other cultures. So yeah, that's great.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one thing I'll say to you, it's great that you want to do the fusion, but don't steer away from your culture. If
Yeah,
Spanish or whatever is in your background, you stick to that. You tweak it a little bit and always try to make it yours. And don't be afraid to read somebody's recipe and just make it yours. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You know, it's all about collaborations and just helping one another out. I still go on YouTube's and watches TV network and all those food network and all those type of stuff to still get ideas. So it's and that's one of the challenge too. To go back to that question about culinary, it's always changing every day. It's
yeah,
revolving. It's changing. Today you can't eat this. Tomorrow you can eat that. This is good for you. That's bad for you. So you always got to stay sharp, just like your knife. Our knife is our most important tool. If you don't have a sharp knife,
yeah.
you're not going to
I
get that
know.
good cut. You're not, you know what I mean? You're going to be cutting too hard. You can end up cutting your finger. Getting cut by a dull knife is the worst thing in the world. You'd rather get cut by a sharp knife than a dull knife. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, you know, like, I like your energy. Your energy is good. I like energy. I'm an energy person. And, I can see that you love cooking when you're talking about it. You're smiling
Yeah,
and it's just,
yeah.
it just
I
comes
love
natural.
it.
So I can see that. And, maybe one day you be calling me to come to your kitchen. Chef Ricardo, come
Hopefully.
check me out. Come check me out. I'll come to Puerto Rico. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got a passport. I can fly.
Okay, okay. So
so,
yeah.
so
So thank you a lot, Ricardo. This was great to talking to you
no
about
problem.
this great art because
Yes,
this is a very good art.
this is very good,
Um,
and it won't go anywhere. It won't go
yeah,
anywhere. We're always
yeah.
gonna need a
No
chef.
robots can replace humans in this.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Not in this culinary field. They might have. They already got robots to make stuff and flip your eggs for you and
Yeah,
turn your stove off and all that type of stuff. But actually seasoning and giving it love, TLC as we call it, no
yeah.
robot could do that. So just keep practicing and sharpening yourself, bro. You'll be all right. And
Thanks a
hopefully one
lot.
day I get to meet you. And you can always call me. You don't need your mother. We done got introduced. So you don't gotta, you know what I mean? If you want to grab my number from her, grab my number anytime you want some culinary advice or just talk, whatever. Just hit me up, bro. No big deal.
Thank you.
All
So it
right.
was great to talk to you. So see you. Bye bye.
No problem. Hope you got an A in your project, bro.
Yeah, thanks.